Hey guys, welcome to this video. Activity 3, we've already seen activity 1 and 2. We've already seen various options of formatting a Word document. So here, further other uh, formatting options which you can do in a Word document. We have to set up a page to insert the page numbers, to insert the footnotes or endnotes, and lastly to create and manipulate tables. So let's see example for the Word document. Now this is the example for Word document. Now let's see on how to insert a page. There are various options on how you can work on your page. Now simply you have to go to the page layout. Then there are various sections here on how you can uh, set your page. Now there are margins, orientation, size, columns. Also there is breaks, line numbers, and the alternation. Uh, Indeed, you've already seen in the spacing, we've already seen that in the past videos. So let's see, like example, maybe you want to set the margin simply. There's an option here that is margin C. Simply set the margin size for the entire document or the current section. So choose for several common used margin formats and customize your own. So there are various options here in margins. So there's various options here which you can choose from. There's normal, and there's various measures for the normal margins. 2.54 centimeter, that is top, at bottom is also the same, right and left they're also the same. So you can choose the normal, or you can choose to narrow your Word document. If you choose narrowing, you see that your Word document has been changed a little bit. So the margins, uh, changing the margins affects the presentation of your Word document. So the various options here, you can also choose moderate, wide, mirrored, Office 2003 default. So these are just some of the margins, but also you can customize your margin here, where you can simply adjust it to the amount which you want. So that's how you can set margins. Orientations, simply orientations. This is give your pages a portrait or landscape layout. So you can choose whether your page to be in a landscape layout or portrait. So there are those two options which are there. Portrait means it is like a vertical, landscapes like somehow horizontal. So that's how you can set the orientation. Page size, this also is the other option where you choose a paper size for your document. So there are various options here which you can use. There's a no A4, A3, A5, A6. There's a letter format, tabloid, ledger, legal statement, executive. These are all the various options you can have in setting the size. So that's how you can set the size. And the columns, this is the other option which you can have in your page setup. Simply split your text into two or more columns. You can choose that way. So you can also choose the width and the spacing of your columns, or use one of the present formats. So here you can simply select the amount of columns which you want, 1, 2, 3, left, right, or more columns. You can just customize. If you want to, the whole document will be split into two columns, as you can see. If you want three, the same will be split. So that's how you can set the columns. So I hope it's clear. In terms of breaks here, it means you are trying to add a break at your current location to have your text pick up again at a next page section or column. So for example, maybe the Word document was in this one column. So if you want to select some kind of a break, so there are various options there. You can put the breaks, maybe a page whereby it marks the point at which one page ends and the next page begins, or you can put a break column and the text wrapping. Also, there are section breaks which you can even create yourself. So these are all the various options which you can try to set up your Word document. For example, if it's page, you can simply see there's a break here where your cursor was. So that's where the page break will start. So that's how you can set a page break. Now, the other activity which we had, uh, which we have today is also setting the end notes and the or footnotes. So you can simply go to reference. There's where you find the option on how to insert the footnote or the end note. So there are options here on how you can insert. So this just say add a note at the bottom of the page providing more info about something in your document. So for example, you can set there, it appears at the bottom, and then you can maybe write a Word document or anything you want. Word document. So that will be your footnote or your end note. So it simply gives more details on your Word document. So that's how you can set the end note or the footnote. So I hope it's clear. Moving on, the other option which we formatting tool which you're going to see is the inserting and manipulating table. Now, if you want to set tables and manipulate tables, simply go to insert. Then there's a section here which gives you an option on how to create tables and devise a manipulation of the table. So a table is a great way to organize information within a document. Sometimes you need to put your information in your Word document in a table format. So here's where you can create a table. Now, simply at the various options, you can choose the number of columns and the number of rows which you want. Simply by going through here, you see that they are highlighting the number of columns and the rows which you want. So as here is 3 by 2, it means that there are 3 columns and the 2 rows. But if you want more and more, you can just select from the options here. But also you can insert table as you can choose specifically. Maybe you can write the number of columns which you want or the number of rows, and that's it. You can simply set it like that. But also in terms of a table, you can also draw a table. Can you also draw a table? It will appear like some kind of a pencil where you can draw some kind of a table which you want, rows and column you can draw, and then you can format the layout of your table as there are various options which appear here. So that's how you can set the table. But also there are various options on how you can manipulate maybe a table. Maybe this is the table which you want to insert. This is a table. Now this is your table. Maybe you want to remove the columns or rows. You can simply select them. Let's try a better table. Now this is our table, so you can simply insert or remove or delete the columns and rows. So for example, this is a row. There are various options here where you can insert a row and the column. So that's how you can manipulate your table. And there are various options here on how you can design your table style options. Maybe to have a header row, a first column, then banded row or banded columns. So these are just few of the options which you have on how you can create your table. So that's all that I have for this activity. I hope it's clear. So far we've gone through on how to set up a page. We've seen on how to insert footnote or endnote, then create and manipulating tables. Now the last activity is setting page numbers. So let's see on how to set page numbers. You can simply set page numbers. Uh, Example, this is our page. Now you want to set page numbers. Simply you can go to insert, then there's an option here that is page number. Page number, it means you add the number, you number the pages in your document. So you can choose the variety of predefined looks or select your own format. But also there is header and footer, where you can set your header and footer. Header, it means it's like a heading of your Word document. It will appear there where you can write anything about your Word, about the header of your Word document. And also footer, you can also create it at the bottom of your Word document. So there is where you create your footer. So I hope it's clear. Uh, In terms of page number, for example, we've seen that this is our page. So setting a page number, uh, you can choose it from various options here, like top of the page or bottom of the page, or in page margins, or in current position. So maybe top of the page, you can select there, and this will be page number maybe 1. So that's how you can set a page number, or can be page number 2, as according to the page number 2 according to the number of the pages which you want to create. So that's all for this video. I hope it's clear, guys. We have seen these various activities related to formatting your Word document. We'll see further of the various formatting tools in our next videos. That's all. Thank you.